When you are the single presenter, the control factor is perfect. Introduce more people and things get complicated very quickly. Find out more in today's show. Welcome back to Year 5 of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which we release every Monday. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, master trainer, president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. Zaegyo is the translation of Japan Sales Mastery. My latest book is Stop Wasting Money on Training, and the Japanese translation is Training de okane o muda ni suru no wa yamimashou. We are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka, in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? We are here to win in business in Japan. Let's all be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. This is episode number 262, How to Present as a Team When Selling. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. In business, we are asked to present as a team. We may be pitching for new business, and the presentation requires different specialist areas of expertise. This is quite different to doing something on your own, where you are the star and have full control over what is going on. One of the big mistakes with amateur presenters is they don't rehearse. They just turn up and fluff it. They blow up their personal and organizational brands. When in a team environment, you absolutely cannot neglect the rehearsal component. There will be many sessions needed before you are ready to face an audience. So, you have to plan for this. Do not leave this until the last moment after you've all been diligently assembling your slide decks. The batting order is important. Don't put the brainy nerd up front. They may be the legitimate expert, but unless they are the best presenter, keep them in reserve. We want the best person to lead off because this is how we create that all-important first impression. They may come back for the closeout or have another equally skillful person secure the positive final impression. The technical geeky people can be safely placed in the middle of the proceedings. As mentioned, don't allow all the available team time to be sucked up by creating slides for the presentation. This is the mechanical part, and we need the soft skills part to be really firing. That takes time and repetition. Set deadlines for deck completion well in advance of the event so that the chances to get everyone together are created. Having worked out the order, do dry runs to see how the whole things flow. Practice little things like each presenter shaking the hand of the next presenter as a type of baton pass between the team. It shows you're a tight, united unit and connects the whole enterprise together. Also, make sure each presentation can be given by everyone in the team. People get sick, planes get cancelled or delayed. All manner of circumstances can arise. At the appointed time, you are down some key members of the team. In this case, the audience expects the show to go on and for you to cover the missing person's part. This cannot be the first time this idea has occurred to you. You need to plan for this at the very start. As you all rehearse together, you hear their section over and over. So jumping in and working through their part of the deck shouldn't be an impossibility. The questioning part might be different, but the presenting part should not create too many difficulties if you are organized. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to be successful as a leader, do the Leadership Training for Managers course. All companies need people who can both manage and lead. Leading people screams out for real skills in communication, dealing with all different types of people, being excellent at innovation, planning, delegation, handling mistakes, doing performance reviews really well, and inspiring and motivating the team. Do the Leadership Training for Managers course now in either Japanese or English. Welcome back. Have a navigator for the questions determined at the start. When questions land, you want that process to be handled seamlessly. I remember being on a panel for a dummy press conference during media training. One ex-journo in the audience asked us a very curly question, and being amateurs, we all just looked at each other having no clue as to who would take the infrared missile. Our work colleagues in the audience just burst out laughing because we looked such a shambles. Pretty embarrassing stuff, I can tell you. Anticipate what likely questions will arise. Nominate who will take care of which sections, and if anything indeterminate hits a team, understand that the navigator will take care of it. The navigator will also control the questions. If it is straightforward, then after thanking the questioner, they will just say, Zuk-san will take care of this topic, and hand it over. If it is a bit tricky, tough, or complicated, and is going to be hard to answer, the navigator must control things. The need to build in a bit of thinking time for the person who's going to have to take this one is needed. They need to cushion the answer. By this I mean they will say something rather harmless but which buys valuable thinking time for the person. This allows them to brace themselves for their reply. It would sound like this. Thank you for your question. Yes, it is important that the budget allocated helps to drive the business forward. I'm going to ask Tanaka-san to give us some insight into how to address this budget issue. Tanaka-san? That sentence takes around about 12 to 15 seconds to say. Tanaka-san already knows she will get this one because it is within her designated area of expertise to answer during the pitch. The navigator provides her with some extra time to compose her strategy for her answer. Another technique, which you can only use sparingly, is to simply ask them to repeat the question. You actually got it the first time, but you may want to build in some extra thinking time to come up with the best answer. Do this too often and the game's up. Teamwork requires coordination and rehearsal if you want to appear professional and well organized. When your competitors turn up like a train wreck, you will be happy you put in the work. Just make sure you don't turn up like a train wreck and make your rivals look good. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Our website details are on screen now, enjapan.dalekani.com. It's awesome value, so please check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcasts, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Touches in Share Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcasto show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews, wherever you get your podcast. Also, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Every Friday, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and every Saturday, Japan's top business interviews on YouTube. We appreciate your support. Please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses. And please join us in that endeavour. In episode 263, we were talking about selling into each region is different in Japan. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you. We've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.